in central Sulawesi, Indonesia, there is a place known for its pristine white sand beaches, tropical landscape, rich marine biodiversity, and a vast number of tiny islands and hidden gems. So in the next couple of videos, I set out to explore the various Banggai Islands in an epic 9-day adventure with a few friends I meet along the way.
Selamat pagi guys. It is finally time to start my Banggai adventure. It is a beautiful morning here in Luwuk. It is 6:21 and Macan is packed. I'm now about to go to the ferry. So I've actually been wanting to start this trip for quite a while now. But yeah, a week ago we had a 6.5 earthquake here in Luwuk, which kind of shook my world a little bit. And after that I had the flu for 4 days, and just when I thought I was ready to go to Banggai, then I got a really bad food poisoning. So I've been recovering now for a couple of days, and actually the day before yesterday I tried to go to the port to go to Banggai, but I could barely operate the bike, and yeah, it just reminded me you really shouldn't travel if you're sick. But now I'm healthy, it's time to go to Banggai, so let's get on Macan and let's go. It's gonna be a good day. Macan, back at it again. Thank you, Swiss Billion Luwuk. Oi. Fantastic hotel and staff, really. Let's go to the port. Only 15 minutes away. All right. Not a lot of signs showing this way, but apparently here it is. And I was told that, there we go. A roll on, roll off ferry. That's what I need. Let's see if we can park here in the shade. Beli tiket dulu. Selamat pagi. Bisa saya beli tiket di sini? Hah? Belum buka. Oh, belum buka. Buka jam berapa? Belum tahu. Belum tahu. Tapi berangkat jam 8 kan? Jam 10 biasa. Jam 10. Jadi ganti karena jadwal bilang jam 8. Okay.
Slightly disappointed that I had shown up at the port 3 hours before departure. All I could do now was be patient. And about 1 hour later, other passengers started showing up. And looking at their bikes, I could tell that my packing skills hadn't reached the Indonesian level just yet. And 1.5 hours before departure, the ticket office finally opened.
Alright guys, it's almost 8 o'clock. I've gotten my ticket and I chatted a bit with the locals and just enjoyed small talking again after being alone quite a long time in a hotel room. So really nice. And now waiting for the ferry to load. Apparently they say that it's not gonna depart until 10, which is another 2 hours. So plenty of time today, but no need to stress, just enjoying the weather and the positive smiling faces of all the locals that I meet here this morning. So we wait a little bit more. Okay, here we go again.
Whenever I sail with the ferry company ASDP, the staff are always so helpful, and they help secure Macan by tying him down so he doesn't tip over during transport. So, guys, since it is a long trip today, 5 hours to Salakan, I asked the local guy I was talking to this morning, if he knew someone on the ship and could ask if I could rent a room. And I could, so I rented a room once again. And it's not super fancy or anything, but it's cold. There's an AC. I have a bed, table, and today I even have my own bathroom inside my room. So that's really nice. And you know, sometimes I wish that I just had a camera that followed me around, because what I didn't get a clip of is the guy who helped me get this room. Once it was time for him to leave, he asked if he could get a cigarette. I always carry a pack of Samporna if I meet some kind people or some friends. I want to give them a cigarette. And I gave him a cigarette, and then I also gave him 50,000. And he was so happy. He said, "Thank you so much, Chris," called me by my name, and he gave me a hug. So unexpected, but so nice. It's not very often on these trips that I get a hug. Istirahat dulu.
I then stopped by the bridge, where Captain Yuliadi was doing the calculations for today's route. And he also showed me the captain's room. In the kitchen, the staff were cooking lunch. And even though it's nearly 40 degrees in there, they offered me to have lunch with them. And after lunch, I spent a bit of time chatting with the kind crew out on the bridge. And I then enjoyed my favorite fruit, salak, while getting a bit of rest before our arrival in Salakan. And just 5 hours later, we had arrived at Pelang Island, the largest of all the Banggai Islands.
Alright guys, it is 3:30 and we have arrived at the port here close to Salakan. Now I'm here with Macan, the bags are ready, and now we have only around a 15-minute drive to the hotel, or the homestay I'll be staying. I can unpack, maybe enjoy the sunset, do some drone clips, and then we continue tomorrow. But first, let's get to the homestay. Alaba! Everywhere I look, people are filming me today. But it's okay. We have made it. Let's go to Salakan. So just a little bit of info. Banggai Kepulauan and Banggai Laut, the two parts here of what's generally known as the Banggai Islands, have become very famous in recent years because of a lake called Danau Paisupok. I will not tell you too much about it yet, but I will show it to you guys later. So that means it's not just become a super popular tourism destination for Indonesians, but a lot of foreigners is coming here now. So of course I'm gonna be visiting Danau Paisupok as well, but that is just my first destination, because as usual I don't just want to go to the most famous spots, I want to go to some of the most difficult spots to get to. So that's what we're gonna do during this trip. I've driven for 10 minutes, I'm almost there already. Still using the GPS though, and I've actually gotten a new intercom. And I will tell you guys a bit more about it later, but the audio is just mind-blowingly good compared to my old one. I'm getting the GPS directions through the intercom now, and it's so good. Why are you honking at me if you don't want to overtake? There we go. Wisma Sidapore. I think this is it. Okay. Wow, that was fast. Check in dulu. Hello. Oh, this was the guy honking at me. Good afternoon. Selamat sore, Pak.
are Mr. Christensen.
Terima kasih banyak. Iya, halo.
My wife and my son.
Fansnya dia.
Oh, gitu. Saya baru bilang di GoPro, kenapa mobil itu du. Wah, lucu sekali. Jadi mereka subscriber saya dari sini, mereka asli sini dan wah sudah lama mereka nonton video saya dari Sumatera, Kalimantan. Jadi mereka lihat saya waktu saya masih di pelabuhan dan ya mereka ikuti saya sampai ke sini. Oh, so sweet. Lucu sekali.
I then parked Macan and checked into Wisma Sidapore. My room looked quite new. It was spacious and the price was 375,000 rupiah or $24 per night. I then met one of my subscribers, Pasuda, who was staying here for work. And from that small porch near the water, we enjoyed the view as the last sun rays of the day reflected on the ocean surface, and the sun beautifully set over Salakan.
Selamat malam, guys. It has been a long day, but yeah, what a great first day back on the road. So I did end up spending most of the afternoon talking to Sudar and Anto, the tour guides, and now it is 7 o'clock. It's time to get some dinner, get a shower, and then get some rest. I think tomorrow, yeah, I'm actually not sure what's gonna happen tomorrow. We'll find out tomorrow. But now I'll get some rest. I have a good feeling that it's gonna be a really good week here in Banggai. So, good night, guys. I will see you. Besok. Selamat pagi, guys. It is indeed another beautiful morning here in Indonesia, and it's my first morning here in Salakan. I've slept really well and woke up to this beautiful morning view as the sun was rising, with the view here over the water and the little island out here in front. And then to start the day right, I ran 5K to the villages here, out here on the Ujung. I'm not sure what that is in English. There's a lot of small Bajo houses with the Bajo people living right next to the ocean. And people are so happy to see me when I was out running. So many happy faces and selamat pagi, mister. Apa kabar, mister? Mau kemana, mister? So, really fantastic weather, so great start of the day. And yeah, I spent just an hour talking with Anto, the tour guide I met yesterday, and preparing a couple of trips with him. And now it's breakfast time. It is 9 o'clock, so I'm having a bit of rice, some vegetables, egg, tempeh, and some buah. So I've decided today that I'm gonna be driving to a beach called Poganda, I believe it is, to stay at a place called Azzahra, because that is really close to the very famous Danau Paisupok that I want to visit very early tomorrow. So it's easier to drive there today. It takes around 2.5 hours, and then early tomorrow morning I can just go right over to the lake. So yeah, probably gonna head out in a couple of hours, and it's gonna be hot driving in the middle of the day, but I'm trying not to stress too much. Just enjoy this morning, the view, and take it nice and slow. Makan dulu, guys. Alright, guys, it is 11:30. It is ridiculously hot here in Salakan, and it is time to go to my stay for the night called Azzahra. So we have around 100 kilometers on the road, 2.5, 3 hours maybe. So let's get there and let's see how it looks like. Apparently there's an incredible beach there in front of my homestay, so looking forward to it. Let's go, Macan. I am quite surprised how good these roads are so far, considering that we are on an island again. And it looks like they're still making it better.
But those new roads only lasted for about 15 minutes, as the rest of the way would turn out to be filled with potholes and steep hill climbs.
This is why I love bringing the KTM 790 Adventure Rally, because I know that any situation I might come across, the only reason Macan might not be able to cross that is only because of my lack of abilities. Definitely not because he can't do it. How long we have left? 2 hours. Yeah, right.
I later stopped to rest for a bit, where I met a 70-year-old clove farmer who were extremely happy to talk to a foreigner, as he said they will rarely stop here, but mostly just pass by on their way to the lake.
Without a doubt, some of my favorite encounters, that is meeting a papa like this, who quietly approaches, not asking a ton of questions. He's first observing my bike. I was just taking a small break, and then he comes by and he just looks at the bike and he's like this, and we have a little bit chat about his life as a farmer. He collects the chinke. I've completely forgotten what that is in English. And he could not believe that I was traveling on my own. And he said that Banggai is the most safest place to travel in all of Indonesia. He told me, if you want to sleep on the side of the road, you can do that, no problem. So, alright guys, it is 2 o'clock, so let's keep it going. I'm making so many stops today, so it's taking forever for me to get to my stay for the night, but doesn't matter. There's so many of these small villages that I'm coming through where I just want to stop and just enjoy the view and say hi to the kids. It's already, 2:30? We'll probably arrive tonight at 5 or 5:30. Sometimes it's important to stop in the places that you weren't planning on stopping in as well.
It unfortunately turned out to rain for the rest of that day. Sometimes it would be so heavy that I would have to stop again and take shelter. So even though I departed at 11:30, it took me nearly 6 hours before I had arrived.
Alright, I've taken a turn down to the beach. And I think this is almost it. Oh, I think this is it. Wisata Poganda. Sorry, we do not accept foreigners without a guide. Luckily, I am from Banjarmasin today. I think it's here. Reception? I don't think I'll find that today. I see a foreigner going in there, so I bet that he's staying in the other cottage, because there is 2. Oh, stop. Oh, that looks like a really nice beach. And we have, from Macan to the ocean, 10-15 meters. Alright guys, I gotta find out how I can check in. Alright guys, it has been
a very long day. It is nearly 7 o'clock and my food just arrived. I've gotten my small wooden cottage here, and yeah, today I probably should have had my lunch. Exhausted. The beach looks really nice out front, so I look forward to see how it looks like tomorrow, because yeah, it was pretty much all dark once I arrived. And yeah, the last hour I've helped another tourist a bit who came here but didn't have a booking, and the problem with this place is there are only 2 cabins. So yeah, if you come here, you really want to make sure you have a booking. The owner can be a little bit difficult to chat to on WhatsApp. He pretty much only replies if you're writing in Indonesian. But yeah, this just reminds me how important it is to plan your trip fully before going, and make sure you have a backup plan, because it just sucks arriving at a place late at night and don't have a backup option. You're hungry, you want to get a shower, and yeah, so but now it's time for some dinner, and there's not a ton of options here. They've brought some beans, some egg, some rice, and some sambal. For me, it's perfect, it's enough. Now I'm gonna have that, watch a bit of series, and then it's bedtime, because tomorrow we gotta get up early, and fingers crossed the weather is good so I can go to Danau Paisupok. And pro tip, if you come here, remember shampoo. I forgot it. There's no shampoo here, there's only water. And the meals is not included for lunch and dinner, so you have to coordinate that extra with the owner. No air condition, there's a fan. That's it. Good night, guys. And I ended the day by chatting a bit with my lovely neighbors from the Netherlands.
Selamat pagi, guys. It is almost 7 o'clock. I'm a little bit later than I expected, but I'm hoping to get to the lake before anyone else, so I can get a bit of peace of quiet and some nice drone shots. So let's go there and finally check out Danau Paisupok. The weather is perfect, so I have high expectations. I think it's gonna be really good. Alright guys, we are almost at the lake, and Danau Paisupok is located right next to this small village here. And there is actually several of these lakes in this village that you can visit besides Danau Paisupok. They also have a really nice area down here in front of the village, down by the water, where you can do paddle boarding or snorkeling, swimming. So I might visit that after the lake. Let's see. Alright, and you know what? We will park right here. Okay. Nice and close by, because the entrance is right over there. So let's go and check it out.
Due to the increased popularity of this place, Bank Indonesia has helped to improve the accessibility to support the local tourism through their social program PSB.
Belum ada orang di sana? Belum, saya yang pertama. Alhamdulillah. Well, 7:15, and I'm the first one here today.
Besides the new rail and trash cans, they have also made new toilets and changing rooms in an effort to make it more comfortable for visiting tourists and provide them with a better overall experience, which seems to be working, as you don't see any trash laying around as you're entering the place.
Alright guys, I've made it down here and it looks exactly like you see in the photos, in the videos. It is so serene and so calm. Birds and sound of insects everywhere, and the water is crystal clear. Oh, yeah.
This is one of those places that feels like a scene out of a movie. You can rent a small boat here if you want to sail around. Or, my favorite, a paddleboard to be as close to the water as possible. As the sun rises, the lake becomes even more clear, revealing a stunning azure hue that deepens with the morning light. And with the paddleboard, I can glide effortlessly across the glassy water.
Alright guys, it is 10 minutes to 10 and yeah, within the last hour, I would say starting from 9, it gets quite busy here, even though it's a weekday. But yeah, I've met Michael here again, one of the most famous tour guides here in Banggai, a good friend, so we've chatted a bit and talked to a lot of the other locals who have come here. There's a lot of other tourists from Spain, from Germany and from France, so yeah, a lot of good people here who are excited to see Danau Paisupok. So if you do want to have it a bit to yourself, I would say come by 7 o'clock, the very latest. So, but fantastic start of the day. Dan subscriber saya dari
Luwuk.
Dari Luwuk.
Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. Comment.
Hey, bagus.
Bagus.
I then went back to Poganda Beach to enjoy the rest of the day. And a small surprise was waiting for me, as my kind neighbors from yesterday had left me a bit of candy from the Netherlands on my porch. And if you walk a bit further down the beach, you can see how the locals live nearby in their small wooden houses by the water. And as I was sitting and enjoying the sound of the ocean and the warmth of the sand and the sun, I thought, it doesn't get much better than this. But I was wrong, because it was about to get even better.
This afternoon I've come back to the small village here close to Paisupok to look for signal, because there's no signal at Azzahra. So I just had to make some calls and a few emails, and now I'm sitting on this bridge that Bank Indonesia made, and the kids there running around playing what do you call it, tag. So I have good entertainment while I'm sitting here waiting. She's laughing so much she almost cannot breathe. It's so contagious. Selamat malam guys. It is 6:30 and it is dinner time here at Azzahra. So yeah, the afternoon, the last end of the day here went by fast, and now the kind family who takes care of the guests here at Azzahra, they have brought dinner, and it is, I think, same as yesterday. Tasia here has become a friend. Hi. Bilang halo ke YouTube. Segini. Hello. Hello. So now I'll have my dinner and then that's gonna be it for today. Then tomorrow morning, gonna pack my stuff, maybe just enjoy the view over the beach in the morning, and then it's back to Salakan and get ready for another trip. But it has been a fantastic day. Bisa bilang dadah. Dadah. And to Lex and Aris who gave me this candy, if you're watching, thank you so much. Now I'm gonna have the perfect ending to the day. Watch a few episodes of Modern Family, eat this, and fall asleep. Thank you guys. Good night.
That morning, I decided to show much on the beach, as I'd actually never brought my motorcycle onto a beach before. But I was quickly reminded why, as it took me nearly 15 minutes just to get him out of the sand again.
Alright guys, it is exactly 10 o'clock and it's time to head back towards Salakan to get ready for our trip to a place called Oyama tomorrow. I've had a fantastic stay here at Azzahra and I can really recommend it. I'm so happy I stayed an extra night. Bro, terima kasih banyak ya. Sampai ketemu lagi. Alright guys, let's go. See you bro. Dadah. Oh, it's gonna be a good day. Good day. Oh. Yes. Let's get some wind. Yeah. It is going to be a hot day. I think it is probably 32 or 33 degrees right now. There is not a cloud in the sky. So I'm probably not gonna be filming too much today on the way back because I want to get back a little bit faster than last time. So I have a little bit of time to rest, recover and pack for tomorrow, because tomorrow we're leaving Macan behind. We unfortunately cannot bring Macan as the boats are too small to go to the next place that we are going. So he will stay a couple of nights in Salakan. Oh, I love these roads. Yeah. Alright guys, let's go to Salakan. Let's go Macan.
I then left Poganda and headed back towards Salakan. And I was happy that the weather was perfect, so I could get back fast and get ready for tomorrow. Unfortunately, that sunny weather only lasted about an hour, as it would continue to rain for the rest of the day. Again.
Alright guys, it's 12:30 and it seems like it's gonna be another full day of riding in the rain. I've already stopped a few times. It rains, it stops. So I thought, perfect time to go to a commercial break, because today's video was actually sponsored by Cardo PackTalk, because I've just installed the new Cardo PackTalk Pro on my helmet, and in this video you can win one as I'm giving one away. But first, let me show you what I'm talking about, and then I'm gonna tell you how you can win. Let's go.
Traveling through Indonesia every day, I need an intercom that can handle its tropical climate. So when I'm out touring, there's a key piece of gear that I never ride without: my Cardo PackTalk intercom. For years I've used the previous Freecom 4, but I've now upgraded to the Cardo's latest model, the new PackTalk Pro. With 13 hours of battery life, it's more than enough for a full day of touring. For ease of use, it has an auto on-off function as soon as I attach it to the fast magnetic air mount.
Hey Cardo, music on.
Music on.
The 45mm speakers by JBL provides loud and clear audio, and with the 1.6km range, you can easily stay connected if you're riding with friends. I will often ride in rain, but I don't need to worry, as it's IP67 waterproof. And as a new feature, you can set up crash detection through the Cardo application. So if the unit detects a crash, my geolocation will be sent to my emergency contacts. Safety, sound, and style. Made for adventure and every travel.
So if you want to win the new PackTalk Pro, all you have to do is comment on this video why you really want one, put in your Instagram username, and post a story on your Instagram of yourself watching this video, and then I'll pick one lucky winner. But now, since it's raining again, let's fast forward to arriving in Salakan.
After safely arriving at Salakan once again, I spent the rest of the day packing up my gear and recouping my energy before the next part of the adventure, Banggai Laut. So stay tuned for the next episode, where the island adventure continues to Banggai Laut, together with Fari, Roy, and Anto, as we set course for our next island and Buang Buang.